It's not anything to be ashamed of to say, well, it kind of looks like that structure's worked quite well for the entire duration of mankind, and so maybe we mess with it at our peril.
You're hearing about family values from the childless and unmarried. Don't follow them.
The women have to stop blaming men for their sense of malaise or misery.
I didn't create you people to kill and torture and rape each other. I created you to be good to each other. I love the God who had a flood.
Okay, kids, as of recording, it is July 20th of 2019. And God willing, we will have 4 more years of the God Emperor Trump, despite my current disagreement with him. Now, the next important question that we need to ask is about 2024. And the reason why this is important is because I don't see anyone I like on the right, on the GOP side, that we can put forward as the next memer-in-chief. I don't like them. I don't like Graham, I don't like Ryan, I don't like Mitch McConnell, fuck Mitt Romney. I don't like any of them. So I'm seriously putting forth ideas about who the hell we could possibly prop up as the people to be the next memer-in-chief. Preferably someone who gives even less of a shit than Donald Trump, someone who's even less connected to the swamp, someone who is a vocal and ardent supporter of the wall, someone who will punish the Democrats whenever they get out of line. So I'm really looking for suggestions. My first poll that I put on Twitter, because I can't do it on Gab decided to change format yet again, so polls aren't up at this time. I anticipate that Andrew Torba will get on that and put polls back into the Gab platform. Now, Gab has a new app that you can use on your phone, which I use, because that's what I do most of my social media on. But in any case, the few people that I have put on the poll first was Ted Cruz, who is my begrudging candidate from the establishment thus far. The other two were Sarah Huckabee Sanders and Tucker Carlson. Now, oddly, this was a small sample. I think it maybe got 3 votes because my Twitter following is sad. It's very, very sad. But anyways, Tucker won out. People prefer Tucker Carlson to Ted Cruz. Now, Tucker's not exactly my first pick by any stretch of the imagination. Tucker Carlson is a radical centrist. He's not a conservative, truly, per se. He's like every average American who's been exhausted and is willing to, wear a black and yellow tie to piss off the liberals, piss off the leftists. And that earns him some points. But I'm really looking for names, and I need help from the comments section. If there's someone that you know that you like that we could put forward, please list them in the fucking comments. But other than that, I actually have a confession. There are a lot of names I'd like to put on here that I can't because they're not natural-born citizens. My first pick for after Trump is actually Sebastian Gorka. Now, Sebastian Gorka is an intel specialist. He's someone who's extremely patriotic. He has an America First podcast. And if you want to look him up, I highly suggest doing so. My first exposure to Sebastian Gorka was on, actually, Glenn Beck. And I know I talked about this on another video where Sebastian Gorka goes over the Bubba effect of the Obama administration, where Obama's policies were so radical and so un-American that there were a contingent of white individuals who would stockpile weapons, get food storage, emergency prep, and they would and they were marked by the FBI as potential terrorist actors. And they called this the Bubba effect. It's Americans hunkering down because they feel that their country is at a loss. And what was peculiar is Glenn Beck answered, he's like, well, what do we do about this? And Gorka looked at him square in the eye and said, we do nothing. This is a good thing. This is what we want. We want Americans pissed off that they're losing their country. And so, if he was a naturalized citizen, Sebastian Gorka would no doubt be the top of my list. But since he isn't, there's nothing I can do about that. But if you know of an American who is Gorka-esque, please, 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 please put them in the comments section so I can keep doing these polls. Hopefully, Andrew Torba will get them on Gab so I can get a larger audience sampling, because I have at least 800 followers on Gab. I only have like 140-something on Twitter. Yeah, I'm not huge on Twitter. I don't like Twitter. I go there on spurts when I'm zucked from Facebook and I'm away from my page. So, guys, I'm going to be setting up polls, so if you can find it in your hearts to find me on Twitter and vote in these polls, I'd much appreciate it, so we can get an adequate sampling as to who should be the next memer-in-chief. And that's all, guys. As always, this is so we can stay carnal. Bye, guys.